So you need to rest too. All right, so let's not go into the next section, which is I challenge that. All right. So we're in challenges, and in this challenges today, we already kind of eased into that with some of the things I challenged towards the end. But when we're talking about challenging, I think it's best to challenge what I'm doing. So one could say, well, Izzy, you've been podcasting all these years. You're not rich. You've been ghostwriting all these years. You're not rich. What's your response to that? Maybe you should try something else. I enjoy what I'm doing. One, both of them. And two, I'm seeing growth every time I do it. It ain't like it's just been stagnant, it's growth in everything, right? And when it comes to the podcast, yeah, there are some people podcasts who've blown up and they're making big money off of it and do it. Some people who I feel like I should be before them, absolutely. But one thing, contrary to popular belief, that I learned in 2024 is I'm not no hater. There were people on platforms that I know I tried to get on. There are people who were on different shows and different things that I know that I should have been on and probably still will be on. It just wasn't the right time. And not one time did I hate on them, did I discredit them. I supported them the whole time. And that's when you know when your stuff comes, not saying it's a competition, but it's probably gonna be a bigger because you've been waiting and watching everybody else get it. And not one time did you hate, not one time did you discredit. You lifted them up. You was like, keep going. I'm proud of you giving them tips on what to do. And not one time did you ask them to put you on. Not one time did you ask them to help you. You ain't do none of that because you knew your time gonna come when it's supposed to. Because like I tell people all the time, if the blessing come too soon when you're not ready for it, it's gonna seem more like a curse. And I said that before, but I'm gonna say it again. So we got to shift our mindset and our paradigm on how we view certain things. But even to answer the final question about the question about, well, I already answered about the hustle, but I guess about the situation with that organization that I'm gonna be a part of. And I shouldn't be a part of because it hasn't officially started yet, but I know it will start soon, and I'm waiting on that. And that'll be something covered in my vlog. I didn't create my whole like little universe, if you haven't noticed, because like the vlog, you see some of the podcast stuff on the vlog, and then on the podcast, I mention stuff about the vlog sometimes. Like each of my things, my live stream, the plot, this podcast, and then the vlog, all have mentioned each other before. Like I said, I got my own universe. I'm like the Marvel universe. All right. That wasn't on purpose. This aligns with my first point in this challenge section.